Hey guys, Electro Ninja here, and welcome back to Electro Ninja's Lab. So I am going to be making two videos today. The first, both of which are going to be focusing on Gamer 2.0. Today's video is going to be focusing on Deperada, though. And the video later will be focusing more on the game aspect of the actual episode. So let's just start talking about this. So, a few things that we know now is that Deperada is a female, whatever that was, the trombone? No, not trombone. Whatever it's called, player. Which is kind of interesting because it's actually, it's a weird thing to see, artists play those. At least that's a rock band. So, I kind of was trying to figure out, who could she be? So, I said before in my Deperada plot video that I believe that whoever this person is going to be someone from America, specifically a superhero. Now, this is only going to be able to be confirmed by us. So, so basically, those of us who have read the comic will be able to see, oh, it's this person, blah, 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 or something like that. Now, I have a few ideas of who it could be, but I'm not 100% certain. Now, the first thing that we do know is that, one, it is not the president of the United States in the comic. We can basically narrow it down to three characters. Sparrow, who is the sidekick of the owl herself, and Majestia. But I highly doubt Majestia because of the fact that she is a very strong superhero, so I don't want to say that she is very likely. So, honestly, it feels like the only three options are for Deperada is the Sparrow and the Owl. Now, here's the thing, though. I also don't feel like the Owl makes a lot of sense, because their reactions to seeing that the Owl is a female was more of just like, wow, that's surprising, rather than, oh, wow, we've met you before. Which, well, yes, that would be kind of cool. It's also, whatever, not a huge deal. So I did try and see if maybe they might have mentioned someone in Captain Hard Rock, because they mentioned a whole bunch of bands. However, every single one of the bands we have already seen except for the orchestra. But the orchestra wouldn't be a rock and roll, or whatever you want to say. Wouldn't be rock and roll, so the character obviously isn't someone from that. So, yeah. Now, another thing to note is that this episode does take place in the school year. Basically, just like all of the other episodes so far. With, basically, like I've mentioned before, really the only episode that's likely to be if there is going to be a transition, episode 18, Ikari Gozen, would be that episode. Not necessarily anything beforehand. So, yeah. So figuring out exactly who Deperada is definitely a challenge. And if it is someone that we've already seen in the comic, like I said, it's very challenging to figure that out. But if it is, then, hey, that's cool. And I would definitely like to see that happen. But the way it's looking now, it seems a bit less likely because, like I said, there's only 3 heroes that we actually know that would make a whole lot of sense. And obviously, this has to happen before the comic, so yeah. It could be still a superhero that we have not yet seen in the that we didn't see in the comic, but we'll speak with Majestia as well as the other heroes to just be like, hey, yeah, these people are important. Maybe we should call them in if we have anything major that we need to deal with. Like, exactly, the Trash Kraken. So, yeah. I still think that whoever it is going to be a hero, but but now that we know that this character is a female, it's a bit less likely. We don't know the gender of the Sparrow, but it wouldn't really be an issue what gender the Sparrow is. They kind of kept it in the air, probably so that they could do something like this, where eventually we see the Sparrow show up, and it will be like, oh, that's cool. Now, here's the other thing. It would actually be more interesting, in my opinion, if we see 2 characters show up. An older woman that would be the representative of the Sparrow, kind of like what's her name for Jagged Stone, and then Deperada herself. And we would simply just see that the older woman looks very similar to the owl, which I don't know if it's like the best idea to have it be that case, but I think that it could be a lot of fun to see it like that. But anyways, guys, let me know down in the comments below who you think this new character is. And if you're excited, then also let me know. But anyways, guys, I've been Electro Ninja. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and ring that notification bell, and I will see you guys next time. But on!